Welcome to the deep dive. We've all heard that saying, no pain, no gain.
Pretty common.
But today we're diving into something maybe a bit deeper, more profound, really. It's from these compelling excerpts from The Power of Hard Choices.
Right, and it kind of flips that whole idea around.
Exactly. It argues hard choices equals easy life, which, let's be honest, sounds completely backwards at first glance.
It does. It goes against our basic instinct to seek comfort.
Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, think about someone, let's call her Alex. She always picks the easy way, hits snooze, avoids that difficult chat.
Always the path of least resistance.
Yeah. And this deep dive suggests that those easy choices, they might actually be paving the way to a much harder life overall. So our mission today is really to unpack this, to figure out what this powerful idea actually means for you, for your everyday reality.
And what's so fascinating, I think, is that paradox you mentioned. Most people, well, they spend their lives trying to avoid the hard stuff.
Right, seeking comfort everywhere.
Exactly. But the material we're looking at argues this search for ease. It leads straight to what it terms an impossible life.
Oof, impossible life. That sounds harsh.
It doesn't pull any punches. The core argument is laid out pretty much immediately. Life doesn't reward comfort. Simple as that.
Wow.
It rewards courage.
Okay, that's a really profound shift in perspective. So if comfort isn't the goal, as the source clearly states, what's the actual advice, though? What should you do? Is it about, one big heroic moment or something else?
It's much more about the day-to-day, actually. The source argues it's about the ingrained, almost mundane, daily hard choices.
Daily. Okay, not just crisis mode.
No, not at all. From the moment you open your eyes, the material makes a really strong case that, most people pick what's easy.
Like easy food, easy conversation.
Easy entertainment, yeah. Scrolling social media instead of, say, studying something new. Sleeping in instead of getting up and tackling the day.
Right. We all know those choices.
And the result? This impossible life, which isn't just about being broke or unhealthy, though it can be.
It's more subtle sometimes.
It can be feeling creatively blocked, stuck in a job you dislike, maybe constantly anxious about things you're avoiding. That feeling of always being behind.
It's a life where not making the hard choices today creates this constant underlying struggle tomorrow, lack of fulfillment.
That's it, exactly.
So it's less about one huge difficult decision and more about a consistent daily commitment to leaning into discomfort.
Precisely.
And that connects to this idea of choosing your hard, right? Because the alternative to making the hard choice now isn't necessarily easy. It's often just a different kind of hard, maybe worse.
Exactly right. The source gives some really relatable examples of this. It says, look, waking up at 5 a.m. is hard, no doubt.
It definitely feels hard.
But, so is being broke and stressed out all the time. Choosing to exercise instead of collapsing with Netflix, that's hard too.
Sure is.
But then again, so is walking around feeling ashamed or unhappy with your body.
Okay, I see the pattern.
Or building a business from scratch. Incredibly hard. But maybe so is working for 40 years for someone you don't respect or in a job that drains you.
It really forces you to look at things differently. Like, which hard are you already dealing with? Maybe without even realizing you chose it.
Are you choosing the hard path that leads somewhere? Growth, freedom, or the hard path of stagnation, regret?
Okay, now this next bit from the source, this really twists things. It claims that by consistently choosing the hard path, the life you actually want, it becomes easy.
Yeah.
Now, that sounds like a contradiction to a lot of people, maybe too good to be true. How does the source explain that? What's the mechanism there?
Well, the argument is that it's not the world outside that magically gets easier.
Okay.
It's you. You transform from the inside out. Your internal architecture changes.
Internal architecture, like how your brain works.
Exactly. The source talks about strengthening your prefrontal cortex. That's the part handling, decision-making, impulse control, executive functions. By repeatedly choosing discomfort, you're building what it calls discipline muscle memory. You're boosting your belief in your own ability to do hard things, your self-efficacy.
So things that felt like climbing a mountain before.
They start to feel less daunting.
Yeah.
Like waking up early or having that tough conversation. It shifts from needing huge willpower to becoming, almost second nature.
Yeah.
More automatic.
So you've essentially upgraded your own, mental operating system.
That's a great way to put it, yeah. Challenges that seem huge now feel manageable, maybe even eventually easy.
So the goal is to become unbreakable, as the source says. And the way to do that is by asking yourself every morning, What's the hardest, highest impact thing I can do today?
And then just doing it.
Yeah, go do it. That feels like a constant process of like creating yourself, choosing purpose instead of just chasing those fleeting dopamine hits. Can you expand on that? Why does the source draw such a hard line between purpose and dopamine? What's the real danger in just chasing the easy dopamine?
The source is really clear on this. Dopamine gives you that immediate hit of pleasure, right? But purpose that delivers lasting fulfillment.
Okay. Instant versus enduring.
Right. When you're just chasing dopamine, the quick scroll, the easy treat, the instant gratification, you're kind of stuck in this loop that never truly satisfies.
Like snapping all day instead of eating a proper meal.
That's a perfect analogy.
Right.
You feel temporarily okay, maybe, but you're not truly nourished. Purpose, though, that's deeper. It often feels more uncomfortable in the moment.
Because it requires effort without that instant reward.
Exactly. Sustained effort.
Yeah.
And the source argues that this constant hunt for easy dopamine is precisely what keeps people like, our Alex example, stuck in that impossible life.
Always looking outside for the next hit instead of building something meaningful inside.
Yes. Building internal meaning, lasting value. It's really a call to stop waiting around for motivation to strike. Because, as the source puts it, motivation is a mood, discipline is a decision.
I like that. Moods change, decisions stick.
So the advice is just crystal clear. Choose the hard thing. Do it even when it feels uncomfortable. Do it when nobody's watching or cheering you on.
Keep doing it.
Keep doing it until eventually people start noticing the results and asking you how you did it. Because once you've actually built that life you really want, the source says that's something nobody can ever take away from you.
Wow. That really gives us a whole new framework for looking at our choices, doesn't it? Every single day.
It does.
It brings us right back to that core message. Hard choices now lead to an easy, maybe even legendary life later. It means you're not just a victim of your circumstances, you're the architect. You can actively shape your future.
By embracing that discomfort, seeing it not as punishment, but as the price of entry.
The price for a truly free and fulfilling life.
Yeah. And that really leads us to the final, very profound question the source material leaves us with. A question for you, listening right now, to really think about for your own life, for your next steps, your daily decisions. Okay, what is it? Are you soft enough to stay stuck? Or are you hard enough to get free?